What's up, guys? Back with another video. It's your boy Shinobi. So, I'm sorry I haven't posted in 3 days, but probably today and tomorrow, like 3 days, I'll be posting non-stop. So, yeah, because I'm out of school right now. And plus, I haven't been posting because I've been in school. And, yeah. I hope you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And let's get into the video. Naruto Namikaze Uzumaki, age 12. Naruto is a hyperactive knucklehead. All his tendencies are sloppy, and he's bad at tests. He isn't good at chakra control because he's an Uzumaki with a kiwi inside. Because of his enormous chakra, he can master jutsus faster than any normal person. He's very dense, but will this protect his friends with his life? And that was a fake Naruto. Real Naruto. Anbu name, the Demon Fox. Everybody knows him as Foxen or Fox-sama. Became Anbu at 7 years old. Real Naruto because Anbu when he was 5 years old, but he put a genjutsu on him and he became an Anbu. Became an Anbu captain, 10 years old. Real age, 8 years old. Head captain, captain of all Anbu. Head captain, 13, at age 13. Real age, 11. Element, fire and wind. Teammates. Itachi Uchiha, known as the Raven. Itachi is his best friend, and he's the only one that knows that Naruto uses a genjutsu on himself. He's the serious one on the team. Next teammate, Kakashi Hatake, second best friend of Naruto that doesn't know that Naruto is Fox-sama. Kakashi has big respect for Naruto, and Kakashi is the lazy one in the group, and he and Naruto would sometimes sneak into Kage's office and grab some paper and go on missions in secret. Naruto is the funny and happy one of the group. Naruto asks questions seriously and with no emotion. If he is in the Anbu mode, when he is alone with Itachi and Kakashi, he acts happy and fun. The only actual difference between him and Naruto is that he isn't super hyper active and as stupid as Naruto. P.S. He doesn't yell. Genjutsu Naruto. When Naruto is in the Genjutsu, he has red hair, blood red eyes. Naruto has and work without genjutsu. A special Kekigenkai that can copy a other Kekigenkai. Kakashi knows Naruto is Jack Uchiha, since Naruto copied the Sharingan and later on Itachi's Mangekyo. Summoning, he can summon foxes and Kurama. When he summons Kurama, he puts a genjutsu on him. And when he does, Kurama only has one tail. And he's all black with the Mangekyo Sharingan. Naruto has a Mangekyo too. Naruto's POV. Sighing, I make my way towards the academy, looking exhausted from a late mission I just finished an hour ago. Normally, I wouldn't have, any problem with this, but even how strong I am, I'm still a kid. Seeing that if I don't hurry up, I would be late. I had to quickly change clothes, which I just noticed were my usual clothing. It's not caring in the slightest. I push open the class door, looking cranky as my stomach growls. Because of the noise, all my classmates turn and look at me, noticing the familiar burning gaze, making me realize that the Hokage is watching too. But from where? Not wanting to rise suspicion, I immediately plaster a fake grin on my face as I enter the classroom. Casually, my eyes quickly scan the room before my gaze lands on the corner of the classroom. With a raised eyebrow, I stare right into the orb. Before my surprise, I sense another Jonin with him. Shoot! I've averted my eyes as a boy shoots up, mocking me. What are you doing here? This class is for only people who graduated, he says. I scoff and roll my eyes. The last time I checked, I did. I answer the annoying dude, but before sitting down on the first seat, I find that the seat's actually next to Sasuke. Oh, Sasuke's team, I say. Sasuke glares at me when his name. What do you want, dope? I don't react as he calls me that. Wake me up whenever Kaseki arrives before he can react. I put my head down on the table. I slightly relax, but keep myself tense in case any attack happens. Hokage and Johnny's point of view. Earlier, Sasuke Uchiha, the last survivor of his clan, Kakashi mumbles. Studying maybe one of his future students. So he's an Uchiha. A Johnny mumbles loudly for everyone to hear. Who ignores their chatter, worrying about Naruto, who just came back from his mission not too long ago. Naruto tried to hide it, but he could see how exhausted the young boy was, and that worried him. Speaking of Naruto, they watched how the young boy appears in the doorway. May look surprised as his eyes showed how tired he was, but also how mature he looked. Like he had seen many stuff a academy student wouldn't have seen. Iruka and the Hokage looked at him worryingly, while the rest of the Jonin, except Kakashi, looked surprised. Kakashi leaned intrigued by what he had just witnessed. It seemed he's not only hiding his stress, but something else. They watch how his stomach growls while he's catching the attention of other students. The moment that happens, they watch how shocked. He plasters a fake smile on his face. Many thought were real. Iruka's eyes widen as he recognizes the smile many times, but especially yesterday, he was scrubbing the Hokage's faces. How many times had he thought the smile was genuine? How many times was he fooled that his favorite student, not that anyone needed to know that, but was actually happy? The Hokage didn't seem to look up to know everyone was shocked. It always surprised how much he can hide his emotions with fake smiles. He thought as he exhaled, Naruto casually walked in the room. His smile was still intact on his eyes, darted across the classroom. Before they could react, his blue eyes were looking right at them. Gasp sounded through the room as they realized they'd been discovered by the dead last. He raises an eye. It was an eyebrow before. Something flashed through his mind. His eyes. He looked up. He saw us. Asuma muttered, looking intrigued. Now bye. This boy, Kurai nodded, looking impressed. Wow. The Hokage stayed silent. Luka didn't comment either, as he was having a pity party inside his head, realizing that a sensei of his student, he should have realized the student smiles were fake. They watched how Naruto interacted with the Uchiha before he apparently fell asleep. Their talking was interrupted as they heard the sound of an ninja stopping approaching. The class looked up while Naruto seemed to be deep asleep. The door slams open. Ino and Sakura appear in the doorway. I won! Into exclaimed, grinning, while a thick smirk appeared on the pink girl's forehead. No way, I won, Ino pig! She insulted as she walked quickly past the blonde girl, walking towards the brooding Uchiha and the sleeping blonde's head table. Ignoring the blonde, she paid attention to her love interest. Good morning, Sasuke-kun. Can I sit next to you? She flirted, making Kakashi groan inwardly as he realized she was a fangirl. Immediately, the blonde girl named Ino stomped up to her, pushing her away. No way. You're sitting next to me, Sasuke-kun. I was here first, he explained. Soon, they started bickering back and forth, but Uchiha ignored them. Most of the Jonin wondered, how did he do that? Their bickering soon stopped as Kunai enters in the conversation, nearly cutting Precious' hair off. Shut up! Just take a freaking seat. A voice with authority growls. They turn their head and realize the curiosity who stopped them, only to find the blonde head glaring at them, not looking happy about being looked up at all. In fact, his aura screamed death as he looked ready to kill anyone who disturbed his sleep. Most Jonin gulped at his tone. Wow, Kakashi couldn't understand why Naruto's voice currently reminded him of the fox. The Hokage, fearing their safety, spoke up. Iruka, I think it's time for you to go to your class and on the way, buy some ramen for Naruto. Naruto, it's been 3 hours since our sensei was supposed to pick us up, and Sakura and Sasuke looked irritated. Only Sakura's voice is out loud, while Sasuke didn't. I was currently establishing my prank to contain my excitement. It's been a while. Actually, I worked with my lazy teammate Kakashi, so I was looking forward to it. Unlike the others, I was already used to it. What are you doing, Naruto? Sakura yells, ignoring her. I inspect my prank. Perfect, I mumble as I sit next to Sasuke, as I sense the arrival of my teammate. He's, what are you doing? He says in the Uchiha language, making me smirk as I think that I can mess around him, since I know what he's saying. Finally, after all those times, learning this useless language, played it off, he's coming, that's why. I answer it. He looks shocked with a again. Whatever, loser. That's just rude. Believe it. I yelled teasingly at Sasuke, who smirked inside with his eyes widened. How do you understand the language, dope? It's a shriek. I say, gritting my cheek. He grits his teeth, and irritated, and I find it out, dope. You can try. I answered back, still grinning. I don't wait to see his actions as I pay attention to the door as it opens, revealing Kakashi. He steps in the room, his disgusting ichi in his hand, wearing a standard Jonin vest. His gray hair looked the same. Honestly, it hasn't changed much. I watched especially as Eraser falls on his head. Bored, he grabs it only to quickly move the way as a kunai comes flying his way with lightning speed, not expecting he gets out of harm's way, but his Ichi didn't. I burst into fits of laughter, seeing his book pierce. I know how Kakashi looks. Irritating glances at his book before looking at our team. First impression, I don't like you, he says bluntly, making everyone deadpan. Wow. I continue to laugh cheerfully, not bothered with the sigh. He grabs his book. Meet me at the top of the roof. With that, he pulls away. Not meaning to say it twice. I ran out of the classroom before I subway to the roof. Me and Kakashi have it staring off before Docs. How strong are you? Finally asked, making me raise an eyebrow before I look at him. Mid-Johnny at least. I lie smoothly. Kakashi's eyes widen. What's your IQ? I shrugged. Well, last time I checked, I was third, and G said that IQ was compared to a Nara. I say, thinking out loud, not really knowing the answer. So you're a prodigy. Interesting, he mumbles. So we both sense Sakura and Sasuke coming. With a sigh, he returns his action to his book while I look around, not really knowing what to do. Sasuke and Sakura soon appear, both looking annoyed, not saying anything. They both sit down. Well, not before Sakura pops me on the forehead. I let out a whine over my forehead, pouting. Why didn't you introduce yourselves? Kakashi says, cutting him, making everyone's attention turn towards him. Like what? Sakura asked, stupidly making me inward facepalm. Things you like, things you hate, dreams for the future, stuff like that. I sum it up, earning me another hand that I didn't ask you. She says, hiding her embarrassment. Me and Kakashi both sigh, disappointed, wondering what we did to deserve this. Audio goes first. Sasuke speaks. Well, I voice what he says and Uchiha lingers out loud, making Kakashi and Sakura look at me weirdly. You don't understand him, Kakashi says incredulously. I nod, some emotion flashes in his eye. Before he starts talking, my name is Kakashi Hatake. Things I like, things I hate. I really don't feel like telling you that. My dreams for the future, never really thought about it. My hobbies, well, I have a lot of hobbies, she said, bluntly asking me, making Sakura and Sasuke switch job. But I just try to hide my losing it. All he did was tell us his name, Sakura muttered. Okay, your turn, Blondie. He says that I posted another fake smile. Believe it. I'm Naruto Uzumaki. I like instant ramen in a cup. And I really like the ramen Iruka Sensei got me. Iruka's at the Irichiraku ramen shop. My hobby is eating different ramen, comparing them, and my dream is to become Hokage. The whole village will stop disrespecting me and treat me like somebody important. I say every word dripping out of my mouth. Big fat lie. Your turn, Sakura. I'm Sakura Haruno. Who I like, Sakura lets out a giggle. My hobby is, again, lets out a giggle, making Kurama snort, making his presence known. For the first day today, what I hate is Naruto, she yells. I roll my eyes before pretending to be upset. In my dream for the future, another giggle escapes her lips, making Kakashi's sweat drop. Alright, me with the dark hair, he finally says. Sasuke folds his finger as he puts it in his head, glaring at nothing before he spoke. My name is Sasuke Uchiha. I hate a lot of things. I don't like particularly anything. What I have is not his name because I will make it a reality. I'm going to restore my clan, get revenge on a certain someone, he spoke. His voice filled with venom and hatred as he said the last part. Unconsciously, I clenched my fist as I tried to control my killer intent, as I knew who he was talking about. How he spoke to Itachi like he wasn't human really pissed me off as I closed my eyes, trying to calm myself down, all while Kakashi not noticing. Looking at me, soon Kakashi told us to meet tomorrow around 5, training ground 7, and not to eat or otherwise we'll throw up. During the explanation, my eyes started to close until he disappeared. Well, tomorrow I'm just gonna eat some breakfast because you can't do anything on an empty stomach. I say they talked. They take the hint before I jumped off and flat on the ground without a sound, not looking back to see if I get a reaction. I walked home. During my walk, I noticed Kakashi following me. I stopped as I called him. Kakashi Sensei! Is there something you need, as I said? That the man himself appeared next to me with his book still in his hands, even though it had holes. I want a real introduction, he states. Simply, I raise an eyebrow. We both start walking. I said, guess I could do that. I mean, you did keep up with my secret. The name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. I like reading books, training, designing seals. I just like people who abandon their friends. And people who don't know the difference between a kunai and skill. My hobbies are the same as my likes. And my dreams to become stronger, to protect the people who are precious to me, but also create a world of peace. I spoke all while not looking at Kakashi. How do you know Itachi Uchiha? He questioned my interactions. A small genuine smile appears on my face. We arrive at my apartment, so he noticed my reactions during Sasuke's speech. He'll have to find out my identity sooner, but for now, I'll have some fun with this. The story for another time, Kakashi-san. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. I'll go away into the building, but not before saying, oh, by the way, you gotten sloppy. You gotten slow, Kakashi. The copycat. Now, I know if I messed up on the video, well, it's been a while since I've been back, so I didn't record this video with that much emotion, so but I still hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all liked the video, but you don't have to watch it. You can watch it halfway, but this one just comes to an end, so peace out, and like and subscribe, comment down below, and peace.